France and Germany, June 19, 2024, where various kinds of natural disasters hit at the same time. Historic storms hit both Germany and France hard, leaving a trail of damage in their wake in several departments. Severe thunderstorms over parts of Thuringia, Leipzig and Saxony, Germany have led to a lightning strike, hailstorms, floods and a mudslide. According to the police, hailstones several centimeters thick damaged several cars and roofs in southern Thuringia. In addition, a local county road in the Hildburghausen district was completely covered with golf ball-sized hailstones. As the police told MDR Thuringia, there were operations due to fallen trees near Krauthausen in the Wartburg district and near Bibra in the Schmalkalden Meiningen district. Tree stands also fell over there. A lightning strike in Niedersachswerfen in the Nordhausen district had serious consequences. On Federal Highway 4, the traffic lights and the barrier at the railway crossing were temporarily out of action. The barriers remained closed and a traffic jam formed. Hail and heavy rain were also reported in Gera, Jena and Weimar in the evening. The state capital Erfurt was spared any major storms. In the Saal-Orla district, the road between Luckenmühl and Weissbach was blocked by a mudslide. Meanwhile in France, a damaging tornado swept through the village of Carlepont in the Oise department, France, damaging 44 buildings and 2 power lines. 55 firefighters and 25 engines were deployed to the scene to assess the damage. The tornado caused significant damage was reported. According to the Oise firefighters department, 44 buildings were affected, the damage mainly being from blown-off tiles and roofing elements. A high-voltage line was also damaged, which could have consequences for 2 neighboring municipalities, according to the Departmental Fire and Rescue Service of Oise. Not only that, dramatic images were captured throughout the day of hail, some of which was 6 centimeters in diameter, heavy rainfall, which destroyed a farmhouse as it swept through it in the Hauts-de-France region. Alongside damage to buildings, cars were also overturned, and tiles blew of the roofs of a number of homes. Everything happened so fast, in less than a minute the tornado was able to move cars, said one eyewitness. Tornadoes are rare in France, but a few do form per year. Despite not facing any tornadoes, the southwest was battered by hailstones and heavy rain. Several streets in Bordeaux were flooded, as intense rainfall hit the city center and surrounding communes. In the Dordogne, storms were severe and hail fell late into the evening. Hailstones of up to 6 centimeters in diameter fell in the Charente-Maritime department, in the commune of Cressay. In particular, they hit vineyards in the area, destroying some of the crop. Further south, near Auch-Gers, hail also fell, with this video showing the intensity of the storm as it passed by through in the afternoon. Météo France warned Tier 3 orange storm alerts may be put in place in more central departments later today if conditions worsen. Cold winds from the British Isles and strong gales from the Atlantic contributed to 2 different storm patterns. Storms are set to continue today, particularly in the center and central eastern parts of France. There are Tier 3 orange warnings for storms in 12 departments, that is Creuse, Corrèze, Haute-Vienne, Indre, Cher, Puy-de-Dôme, Allier, Loire, Nièvre, Saône et Loire, Côte d'Or and Yonne. Several waves of storms followed one another during the night from Tuesday to Wednesday on the Gironde, while the department was placed on orange alert. The strongest episode took place around 11:45 p.m. above the Bordeaux metropolis. More than 50 millimeters of rain fell at the Bordeaux-Mérignac weather station between 11 p.m. and midnight. Unheard of in over 25 years. Branches on the ground flooded roads. Boulevard de l'Entre-deux-Mers had to be closed to traffic in Seinen. Traffic difficulties also on the Bordeaux Ring Road at the height of the storm. 50 millimeters of precipitation, the equivalent of more than 3 weeks of rain, since the average precipitation for the month of June in Bordeaux is 64.88 millimeters. The Arcachon Basin was also affected. 44.7 millimeters of rain fell in Leger Cap Ferret. The storm struck much later, between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., further south and east of the department. In Langon, Rouzen, Bordeaux, Captio, Bazas or Saint-Jean-de-Castellon, according to auditors' testimonies. From France, Blue Gironde. A little hail also in the early morning on Villandreau. Back in Germany, further storm damage was also reported from Blankenhain after the storm also passed over the fan mile for the European Football Championship. According to the city, a tree fell right next to the European Championship fan mile. Another tree damaged a construction fence. Many of the construction fences that secured the site were also blown over by the wind. Helpers had temporarily tied beer barrels to the tents with tension belts to prevent them from blowing away. Further damage would be checked in the morning. However, as of Wednesday morning, there was nothing to stop the public viewing of the European Championship match between Germany and Hungary from 6 p.m. in the Blankenhain district of Lengfeld in Weimarer Land. A cow and a young bull were rescued from a garden pool on Tuesday. As the Thuringia Allgemeine newspaper reports, the two animals were standing up to their necks in water around 2 meters deep, presumably to cool off. Over 20 firefighters and a vet rescued the animals. The German Weather Service, DWD, issued a severe weather warning for severe thunderstorms on Tuesday afternoon. The DWD pointed out that thunderstorms with hail and hurricane-force gusts typically occur very locally and usually only hit a few places with full intensity. More precise information on the location, area and time of the event can only be provided when the official warnings are issued.